Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Deftronics, the annual Defense Aerospace, Electronics and Internal Security Semiconductor Symposium held in association with IESA and NASSCOM. That's today and tomorrow. In efforts to grow the ESDM industry, IESA with NASSCOM have come together under the Deftronics umbrella to provide a boost to the aerospace and defense sector. Once again, extending a warm welcome to everybody present here. I request the Vice President and Managing Director, India Design Center, Rambus Chip Technologies India Private Limited, and Chairman, IESA, Mr. K. Krishna Moorthy, to address the gathering.
Very good morning to all of you, and a warm welcome to Deftronics 2016, which gets off today, and it will be there for today and tomorrow. When IESA and NASSCOM joined hands this year for the first time to hold this important event, which I would call is the most important conference focused on defense, aerospace, and internal security in the country. We just wanted to be sure that we get the sessions for this really focused on areas and verticals which are of utmost importance for all of you who have gathered here. So today we are looking at the next 2 days. We are looking at the Defense Purchase Policy, DPP 2016, which has just come out. That sets a broad umbrella, as I would call it, for all of us to start playing in this high-value ecosystem. And I will talk a few things about that a little later. Right after that, we are going to talk about two important aspects of security, the internal security and the cyber security. We have international experts, we have Indian practicing companies who are in this domain, and this subject, if at all, probably has become as important or even more important compared to even defense and aerospace in the last couple of years, and I am sure you all will agree with me on that aspect. The evening, of course, we have the much awaited industry awards. This we are doing it for the first time this year, and the purpose of this is, of course, to bring more people into this ecosystem, to motivate the startups, to motivate the MSMEs, people who have weathered the storm for the last few years to become successful and have shown tangible benefits, tangible results on the ground. And these are the kind of people whom we want to recognize this evening. And please be sure that you are here, because you will see quite a few very successful people who have proved that defense and aerospace, with its long gestation period, can still be managed successfully. I think we will see the demonstration of that when we talk about these award winners. Tomorrow we start with focus on manufacturing, because at the end of the day, if manufacturing becomes the mantra for all of us in this industry, I think majority of the initiatives that the government of late has put in place will become successful. I think we have to lead it from the front. I think we have the ability and wherewithal to make it happen. And we will discuss what are the pain points and how to mitigate that is definitely going to be the focus for the manufacturing related sessions. And then we will also talk about defense clusters and perspective planning. I'm very happy to say that 2 years back, when we had the first Deftronics in Bangalore, Dr. Shivtanu Pillai, who is our advisor, talked about manufacturing clusters for defense for the first time. And 2 years later, the government is talking exactly the same language. The industry is talking about the same language. Recently, the government has inaugurated and laid the foundation stone for a missile-focused manufacturing cluster not far from Bangalore in the state of Andhra Pradesh. So it's becoming a reality. It's not that we have been talking and things are not happening on the ground. It is beginning to happen. We are seeing green shoots of these initiatives in the last couple of years. And then we will also, what is of relevance and importance to the industry? What are the opportunities? How do I play in this? How do I get an opportunity to participate in this billions of dollars of opportunity that we are talking about? So we will have a session focused on opportunities in defense, aerospace, and how can the industry participate to move up the value chain? That will be the focus of that session. And last but not the least, we will have a session focused on startups, because unless and until we get the startup ecosystem in defense and aerospace up and running in a very short period of time, and we are able to remove the barriers that are preventing that from happening, it will be game over pretty soon. So we cannot sit back and wait and watch. So we have to get into actionable points as soon as possible in the startup ecosystem. So as a prelude to all this, NASSCOM and IESA joined hands and partnered with Roland Berger to bring out a very sector-focused report, the Defense Electronic System Design and Manufacturing Policy Recommendations to the Government of India. So this was almost an year plus of effort. We had, if I remember correctly, there were something like 18 meetings that we held to get this into shape. And exactly a week plus or 10 days back, 25th, if I remember correctly, 25th of July, this was presented to the Honorable Defense Minister of India, Mr. Manohar Parrikar. A meeting which was scheduled to last 15 minutes. The minister sat through for 1 hour, 10 minutes, going through the recommendations, listening to the specific recommendations and points, giving directions to his Defense Secretary and the Secretary of Defense Protection and all others who were present in that meeting, how to follow up. And we had already one follow-up meeting with the Government of India on those recommendations, which clearly says the government is laser focused. The industry associations are coming together to put in place a mechanism to overcome the obstacles of making the defense and aerospace ecosystem viable and vibrant, so that we can all tap into it and make it all happen in India. Not only make in India, but it need to develop in India, and design-led manufacturing need to happen in the shortest possible time. Why? Because it's a $72 billion opportunity. That's what the report says. We are talking about electronics alone. It's a $72 billion opportunity over the next 5 years. And that's not an opportunity I think the industry would like to miss for love of money. I think with that as a prelude to this meeting, I once again welcome all of you. And I'll be very delighted to have such leading dignitaries, Her Excellency, the Consul General of Israel, Ms. Hashavit, I think I got the name right, with us today. And along with that, we have Dr. V.K. Saraswat, Member Niti Aayog, and the former Director General and Chief Scientific Advisor to the Indian Minister of Defense and Director General of DRDO, is also here with us. And we have Mr. R. Chandrasekhar, President of NASSCOM, one of the most distinguished bureaucrats we had in this country, who served and who worked for the cause of electronics and IT in this country. He is here present with us today. And we have Arun Kakatar, Managing Director of TE Connectivity India, and also Rahul Gangal, partner Roland Berger, who was instrumental in driving the report. They are all here with us for this inaugural session. And with this note, I will once again welcome all of you for this inaugural session and for the deliberations beyond that. Thank you very much.